Yo, squat every day, day 54, and I'm going to the gym that I said I ain't going to no more. All right, y'all, I'm gonna start the video off like this. I'm deadlifting first, and then I'm going to squat. I did one set of 135 on camera. Then I did my other set of 495 on camera. Everything else in between, I did it off camera, listened to some music, got my vibes in. But I thought this was gonna be a horrible workout because I did just do 12 and a half hours. That was not a deadlift. That was me just setting up my bar. I did 12 and a half hours at work, physical work, million steps. I work, I walk all day at work. You know what I'm saying? Can't tell you what exactly I do at work, but that's G14 classified. But yeah, so I'm fatigued going into this workout, and I'm working out at a gym that I usually get distracted at, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool. All right, so that's 135. The next set is 495, pretty much 500 pounds. But I do want to say this, man. I gave this dude my channel, like told him what my channel was. He said, go look me up. If you looking me up, bro, salute. He said he was 21. He's prepping for a bodybuilding show. I forgot your name. All right, I got 5 plates on your side. That's a lot of weight, but that ain't even what this about. We can talk about that after I say this, right? Another dude gave him advice to stay in his lane and not do so much, whatever. Like, bro, the way you're doing it the right way. You're natural, and it's rare that us naturals are rare, especially at your age. A lot of guys are impressionable at that age, and they see YouTubers and they see people getting X amount of weight, getting X amount of muscle, doing blah, 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 and blowing up, getting social media and money and all that because they getting on that stuff, them roids. It ain't worth it, man. So salute to you. Keep doing your thing. Hope you do good on your show. But yeah, let's get back into this, man. I did 495 on deadlift. So I went immediate to the squat. I didn't do belt. I did beltless on deadlift. No gloves, no chalk, no nothing. I put my gloves on when I started squatting, even though I don't need them, but I do use gloves on the squat. I'm just going for depth, making sure I'm hitting my reps, making sure I'm breathing and bracing right. Just going for it. I'm rebuilding my squat. So I'm doing 100 days of squatting every day. This is day 54. So I didn't expect much, but it turned out great. So I'm making sure I'm squatting all the way down. I'm not putting a whole bunch of weight. All this weight that's on this deadlift, a lot of people put that on there and squat 1 inch and say, oh, we did it. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I got 495 on the deadlift. I'm not deadlifting anymore. I just kept it there for visual effects, even though I'm stepping over the bar, which I usually don't like that. Now, I don't like no distractions when I'm working out, right? Even if it's caused by myself. All right, so I got 225 pounds on the bar. Day 1 of this squat every day, I couldn't even do this for 1 rep. Only thing I worked up to was 185 on day 1. Now I'm doing 225 easily, cutting through it like butter for reps. After a 12 and a half hour day of work, after 53 days of squatting every day, every single solitary day. Look through my videos. I got day 1 through day 50. This is day 54. All right, so I got 275 on the bar. I wouldn't imagine, I would have broke my legs on day 1 with this. Years ago, my squat almost looked like what my deadlift looked like right there. All right. So 275, kind of a grinder. Shouldn't have been a grinder. Nowadays, I've been hit and miss with that or anything above it and had to use my belt. But I was like, you know, I'm going to calm down, grab my belt. Almost messed my fun story too. The janitor guy, he had locked himself out, I think. I don't know. He kind of was reaching for the door as he was going out to take out trash. And I had asked this lady, like, she worked there too. Salute to y'all, no disrespect. But I'm just telling a story. And I was like, did he lock himself out? And da-da-da. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said nothing because now she's going to come back and be like, give me the answer or whatever. I'm not looking for the answer. I'm just trying to focus on my workout. So this is 295. This is the heaviest I've done lately on these deadlifts, these squats. I did it already before, and I wanted to attempt 315 so I can get back into my threes. The way 295 went up, I felt like I definitely could have done 315, but the gym was about to close, and I didn't want to rush my set, and I got under the bar, and I was thinking about it. I was thinking too much, and I decided not to do it. I didn't fail. I decided not to do it. You know, a fail is if you tried and then didn't get it. So I decided not to do it. So I got 10 pounds. I got three weights over here, 345 plates over here. So I had 6 plates on the squat that I didn't do, and I got 10 plates, 5 on each side on the deadlift. So that's 16 plates, right? I could actually deadlift more than this, but I had to use skinnier plates. And yes, these plates do weigh 45 pounds. I calibrated it myself. I got on the scale and weighed it with myself. I want to get to 4 or 5 plates on the squat one of these days. Day 100 is not going to happen that day. I'm going to do it afterwards, right? So I took my plates off. I always end up with my bar butt naked out of respect. And also one of these bars, I took it from the other squat rack next to me so nobody couldn't lift next to me, right? That's one of my tactics. Also, this right here, I'm holding it in the middle. It takes a lot of balance. Kind of like can hurt your wrist if you don't know what you're doing. And I kind of got to be careful right there, you know? Now, all right, y'all, I'm back home from getting it in. That workout was pretty good. 495 on deadlift. That's not that heavy for me. Now, when I say that's not that heavy, that doesn't mean go in there and try it because you get injured. Yeah, so you gotta work your way up. Always start low. Focus on form. Focus on how to do it. Focus on breathing, bracing, and all the other things. But I say that to say this. Deadlift is on back burner right now. The only reason I'm deadlifting heavy right now, even though my bench press is on front burner, my squat is on second burner, and deadlift is on back burner, everything else is accessory, so it gets sprinkled in. Even bicep work, shoulder work, overhead, pull-ups, rolls, curls, tricep push, all that is sprinkled in. Those are accessories. I still do them, right? But I'm doing my deadlift still, and I'm still going pretty heavy, even though it's not on front burner, just so I won't lose it like I did my squat, and I'm bringing it back. I did my bench press, I'm bringing it back. Also did my deadlift, and I had to bring it back, but I'm trying to keep it so I can have all 3. It is very rare to see, especially in a commercial gym, somebody be able to have a good deadlift, a good squat, and a good bench press all at the same time, right? Somebody usually most people are usually specialists. They call it in the powerlifting world. He has a really good bench press, but his squat sucks. Or squat is really good, but his deadlift sucks. Or his deadlift is great, but his bench it sucks. That's usually the case in the gym with even the most impressionable guys, right? And in powerlifting, they call that a specialist. And why am I mentioning powerlifting? I want to compete in powerlifting. Will it be next year? Will it be this year? Most likely not. Unless something local falls in my lap and it falls on a day that I'm off and it's just the right time, right? Bam, I might. You know? Am I talking about professional? No. I'm just talking about some regular stuff. But I want to get my numbers up. I want to get my squat back to where it was. I want to get my bench back to where it was. I want to get a PR on the deadlift, which is coming, right? What is my max on any of these lifts? I don't know, because I don't max. I train for technique. I train the right way, all right? If you go in there slapping on plates and just lifting as much as you possibly can, there's a time and a place for that. But out of a year, out of 365 days, it's very, sprinkle it in if you do it, all right? And I say a PR is coming, right? Because that was so easy. It felt like almost nothing was on the bar. 495 ain't that heavy to me. The heaviest I done on camera was like 530, I think. But that was heavy back then. 495 used to be very heavy. Sometimes it's heavy. But I'm telling you, if I had time and I used skinnier plates and I went in there to deadlift, oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I think 560 or something like that is coming. And when I put deadlift on front burner, I think I'm going to reach 600 or at least 585 before deadlift even gets on front burner. Why? Because deadlift isn't going to be on front burner for a long time. I got to bring my deadlift, I got to bring my my squat back. That's gonna take time. I think I'm in my 3s on squat finally. Well, it's only been 54 days. No, this isn't from learning how to squat as a beginner and then 54 days later. This is bringing it back. That's different. Don't go in the gym and think 54 days you should be squatting 315. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Even if you can, that don't mean you should. Because like I said, injury. Right? A lot of people also, they will rush to do it and they only squat like this, 1 inch, instead of way down here where you can't see me, right? Full squat. So, a lot of people do that and they're hammering in bad traits. It's like breeding dogs and you keep breeding dogs with bad traits. You done bred that and you done locked those bad traits in. I tell people all the time, it don't matter how much you squat, deadlift, bench, whatever. If you're doing it wrong, you need to start over. Nobody listen to me, I digress. But I see a PR coming. When I put it back, when I put it on the front burner, which might be a year or 2 from now, it might be a long time from now, I think ahead, way ahead. PRs are coming. Double body weight bench press is my goal for bench press. I don't know at what weight I'm going to do it or when am I going to achieve that. Like, okay, right now I weigh about 170. Double my body weight will be like 340. If I could do 340, that's fathomable, I think. What's that word? I don't know. It's possible. Have I done anything lately? No. Because like I said, I'm training smart. I did the equivalent of 285 the other day. I did 225 for like 9 reps. Something like that. Even though I did 225 a couple weeks ago for like 10 or 11 reps. I did my body weight for like 20-something reps. I don't remember. I forget. It's all on camera. Everything that I'm saying, I tell people all the time. If you don't see it, don't believe it. All the lifts that I say I've done before, 90% of them are on camera. And I tell people all the time, old videos need love too. So if you want to see if I actually did something, go to my first videos and go somewhere in the middle and go from there and find it. It's there. But I'm doing it at a lighter body weight. I think in the beginning of my channel, I was bulking. I was like 230. I don't remember exactly. I was 2-something. Even if you just want to see the difference in the body size, go to my old videos. Yo, and come back to the new ones and see what's coming. Type in Repentine Fitness birthday. You'll see my video from, I think it was a year or 2 ago. And you'll see how shredded I was. I think that's as shredded as I've been on camera. Maybe. I don't know. Type in that, then type in physique update. Those are the things you need to do. Go to my old videos, then type in Repentine Fitness birthday, then type in Repentine Fitness physique update. And you'll see how to get a before and after like this. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Holla back at your boy, man. Peace. Watch my playlist too, see how I lost weight.